Dr. Lauren Bruver. I'm an admissions expert with BeMo Academic Consulting. Thanks for joining me on this week's edition of BeMo's Admissions Vlog. Today, I'll be talking about how to improve your GPA using what I learned from my undergraduate and medical school experience. Let's get started. So for a bit of background, I used to have terrible study habits. In my first and second years of undergrad, I spent so much time studying and didn't have a great GPA to show for it. I'd heard somewhere that you had to go over something 7 times in order to learn it, and being a little obsessive, I wrote and rewrote every note 7 times. And on top of that, I was a varsity athlete and I traveled almost every weekend. By my second year, my grades started to slip. The course load increased, I had 2-a-day rugby practice, and on top of that, I had some family issues at home. To compensate, I decided that I would study more and spend less time sleeping. This was a bad idea. It resulted in a lot more stress, my athletic performance declined, and my grades got even worse. The summer after second year, I made a commitment to myself that I was going to make a change to set myself up for success. The tips I'm going to share with you guys today allowed me to take my GPA from a low 3 to the 3.87 that I graduated with that eventually got me into medical school. I'm going to start off by talking about setting yourself up for success. First, you need to do a proper course selection. This involves knowing your end goal, so which postgraduate degree are you hoping to pursue, as well as knowing your natural passions and learning strengths. Knowing your end goal will allow you to select the appropriate prerequisites and to plan your schedule so that no single semester is too overburdened with difficult courses. Knowing your passions and natural learning styles will allow you to fill the rest of your schedule with courses that will be intrinsically easier for you to learn and do well in. The next thing you want to focus on is creating an optimal learning environment. Think distraction-free. You'll want to put your phone on airplane mode, turn off notifications from social media, and save hanging out with your more distracting friends for another time. You want to be able to focus 100% on the task at hand, studying. The final and most critical component of setting yourself up for success is emotional and self-care. This means sleeping enough. In one study, scientists found that even after controlling for confounding factors, students who slept 7 or more hours a night performed on average 8.5% better on their exams than students who slept less than 7 hours a night. That's an almost 10% improvement just for sleeping properly. In addition, you should be ensuring you get enough physical activity. Physical activity has been associated with improved memory and cognition in adults as well as children. And you should also be making sure that you're eating properly, socializing, and participating in extracurricular activities. All these things are going to decrease your stress levels, making it easier for you to keep a positive mindset while you're studying. So even though a little bit of stress can be motivational, extreme stress is the enemy to learning. Extreme stress can actually disrupt the formation of new associations within the hippocampus of the brain, the memory center. Obviously, this has a negative impact on learning and your ability to retain information. So taking good care of yourself and preventing extreme stress is a critical component to getting a good GPA. So that concludes my tips for setting yourself up for success and getting a good GPA. If you're looking for professional help with improving your GPA, click the link below to schedule your free initial consultation with BeMo today. Thanks for joining me on this week's edition of BeMo's Admissions Vlog. I'll see you all next week.